Welcome to Busy Daddy Cooks. Today we'll be making eggplants with salted fish in a clay pot. You can of course use a normal pot or a wok if you do not have a clay pot. Here's what you need for the dish. Eggplants, salted fish that's broken up into pieces. I'll talk more about this later on. Minced pork or chicken, ginger, garlic, 1 or 2 red chilies, depending on how hot you would like this to be, or you can leave them out altogether. Spring onions that's separated into its white and its green parts. Okay, let's talk about the eggplants and the salted fish. I'm using Asian eggplants here, which are the long and skinny type, but you can use any type of eggplants you like. There are a couple of things you will need to look out for when choosing an eggplant. Firstly, it should feel heavy. When it's light, it's dehydrated and it's not fresh. Also, the skin needs to be evenly coloured and shiny. Dull skin is usually a result of poor storage. Look at the stems. The stems should be green in colour. It's an indication of freshness. If it's brown, it means that it has been harvested for quite some time. Also, it should feel firm to the touch. Now, a bit about the salted fish. There are 2 types of salted fish. The dried salted fish are prepared by salting and sun-drying the fish. It has a firm texture and is usually used for stir-frying or steaming. The other type of salted fish is the fermented salted fish. This fermented salted fish is firstly salted and then fermented in rice wine and oil. This will give it a stronger, more complex flavour and a softer texture. It's usually shredded or chopped up before being used in a dish. We will be using this type of fermented salted fish today. So to prepare for this dish, I'm going to remove the flesh of the salted fish with 2 forks. We will need about 1 to 2 tablespoons of salted fish here, depending on how salty you would like this dish to be. For the eggplants, just cut off the top and cut it up into evenly sized pieces. I'm using a roll cut here because it results in evenly sized pieces. But you can cut it any way you like to, as long as the pieces are evenly sized. Now that we have all our ingredients, let's cook. Put your clay pot over a medium heat. When it's hot, add some oil. And when the oil is hot, add in your minced pork. Okay, there's a lot of splattering here because the minced pork has a lot of moisture in it. So one of the things you would need to do is to drain the pork before you put it into the pot. Fry the pork till it's no longer pink. Then add in your aromatics. That's the ginger, garlic, white parts of the spring onions, chili if you're using them, and the salted fish. Fry all this together till it's fragrant. Next, add in the eggplant. You may add in a little more oil here if needed, because eggplants tend to soak up a lot of oil. Add in your sauce. Next, add in enough water to cover about half of the ingredients. Lower the heat to a simmer, and then cover and cook it for about 20 minutes. Don't forget to give it a stir halfway through the cooking process. This is also to make sure that the liquid has not dried up. After 20 minutes, there should be some liquid left at the bottom of the pot, and the eggplants are tender. If it's too saucy, just turn up the heat and boil it uncovered till most of the sauce has been absorbed. Now, it is very important at this stage for you to taste and adjust for seasoning. That's because your salted fish may be more or less salty than mine. If it's not salty enough, you can either add soy sauce, salt, or even better, put more salted fish in it. When it tastes the way you like it to be, pour in some cornstarch slurry. That's 1 tablespoon of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. Now, put in the cornstarch a little at a time and stir till the gravy has thickened. Now, it's unlikely that you will use all your cornstarch slurry. Turn off the heat and sprinkle the green parts of the spring onions into the dish. Cover this for about 2 minutes and we are done. This is braised eggplant with salted fish in a clay pot.